Welcome back, guys. Today, Ipswich Town tried to remain unbeaten against Doncaster Rovers. What can a town do? Paul Lambert, manager of the month. Can we remain unbeaten? Come on. Portman Road today, Ipswich Town take on Doncaster Rovers. How did you get down to the game today? Did you use Ipswich buses? You could get down to the ground on an all-day return for £4.50. Details are below. Look in the description. Also, today's match sponsors are Whiff Bar and Grill, Ipswich, Waterfront. I can tell you now, first-hand experience, good time at Whiff. Anyway, let's get on with it today. Let's have a word with some of the people. Come round. Let's go round here. Yeah, I love Ipswich buses. Hello, boys. How are you doing today? You all right?
Yeah, good.
Expecting a win today?
Yeah, easy win, I think.
What do you make of Paul Lambert obviously winning manager of the month this month? Do you reckon it'll be a burden or?
Just hope the curse doesn't come true. That's what we're hoping. I don't think it will. I think it'll be all right.
Do you think, given obviously our current position and the results that we have had, that we'll have any trouble getting a result today?
No, I don't think so. I think they're two good teams, aren't they? Both unbeaten. I think worst case will be a draw. I think neither team's going to want to lose, but I think we'll have too much.
Remain unbeaten, really, don't we?
Yeah, but I think we'll have too much for them. Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
So, what are you going in for final score?
I said 3-1. What was it?
2-0.
2-0. Lovely job, boys. Love that. Right, let's move on. Let's come over here. Oh, let's Pete the switch. Hello, Pete. You all right?
I'm fine, thank you.
How are you doing today? Good. Jackson missed out on Player of the Month, obviously to Marcus Maddison. But I think Maddison was probably a worthy winner, I think it was 5 assists and 3 goals. But Jackson couldn't have done much more to win it, could he?
No, I mean, Jackson, for me, he's certainly been a revelation this year compared to last season. He's getting used to the partnership with Norwood, and it's a win-win. He's been putting the ball in the net, plus with assists. Yeah. And hopefully the partnership is going to grow. So, yeah.
Can you see him scoring goals today?
Yeah, I can see. It depends obviously on the lineup, but certainly the last home match that he looked more threatening than Norwood from open play. Yeah. There's no reason if they can't get the service why he can't score today.
The squad isn't out just as yet, but from pictures it's looking like it's going to be the strongest we've seen this season. We need to be beating teams like Doncaster Rovers today, don't we?
Yeah, they're one of the stronger teams. They'll be thereabouts with the top 6. So these are the teams we've got to pick up 3 points. Whether it's a comfortable 2-0, whether it's 1-0, whether it's a 2-1, a late goal or something. The fans have got to be patient because a lot of the teams, they haven't conceded many goals this year, Doncaster.
No, you're right.
So we've got to be patient, and hopefully the chances will come, and the forwards like Norwood and Jackson can put the chance away.
Yeah, definitely. What are you going for then, final score today?
I'm hoping for a 2-0. I think we won't get off to a blistering start, and we might have to break them down a bit. I think 1-0 at half time, and midway through the second half getting the second goal. Yeah.
Well, I'll see you afterwards, but let's have a good one, all right, mate?
Yeah,
see you in a bit.
cheers.
Nathan's here. Let's go over here, Nath. I don't normally see you in here before games, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself,
yeah.
all right?
Yeah, good. There's competition for places at the moment. Obviously, a lot of players come back in. We haven't seen the squad just as yet, so we won't go into that. But those injuries come about. You've got players like Keane coming in, Enciala, Nolan, Hughes, all fighting to get into that first team squad. What's it going to take for them players to get in?
Just an awful fucking lot, to be fair. Like, Keane looked really well. He looked all right for the under-23s the other night, Monday night, I think it was. Who's coming in, and Ciala, I don't know how it will work, but they're going to have to fight.
Well, that's going to be tough. They've been trying this 3-5-2, haven't they, recently? Do you think that's to accommodate players like Enciala?
Kind of. I think it's just best sticking with 4-4-2, really, surely. Like, that seems to work. Yeah. Obviously, we went 1-0 down against Wimbledon, went to switch to 4-4-2 at half-time, we ended up winning 2-1 late on. Yeah. Stick to that, make it nice and easy, and we'll win games, won't we? But
yeah, exactly. Well, Leo Neal's come out this week and said it's been a great start, but we're not getting carried away. That's the best ethos to have going forward, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm fucking getting carried away. I love it, mate. Winning games, pretty much top of the league with this game in hand. If we win today, we're doing all right, and we can keep it going, really.
Yeah. One name we haven't mentioned, Luke Garbutt, is looking to fight fitness. He's coming back in. He's one of those players that could come straight back in the mould. What do you reckon?
Again, it's a difficult one because of what the players we've got in at the moment. He was, when he was first playing, he was playing, really good football, and it would be good to see him back in. But I don't know who I'd replace him with. I'm going to be totally honest. Everyone at the moment is top notch, and there's no one making silly errors or mistakes at the moment. So it's a tough one to call. Yeah, definitely. What are you going for then today, mate? 3-1 Town, Norwood 2, James for a header, 90th minute. Let's go up and down.
Lovely job. Let's move on. Cheers, mate. John, you all right, boy?
Yeah, I'm surprised Dale's got another chance.
But don't tell me the squad, all right? Because I don't want to see it just yet. But it's your final game today, isn't it, for a while?
Yeah, I'm back off to South Africa for 3 months.
Yeah.
Working at Volpro, helping at Volpro, and then I'm back for Christmas games and some of the New Year before I go back again.
Well, hopefully we'll still be up there and top of the league this time when we're at Christmas. But today... Yeah, exactly. Today, I'm looking at a number of things. The community trust has been reopened. Something that we missed out on probably the last, I think it was 5-6 years. They made a point in saying that without that community trust, you're missing out on a generation of fans. What do you make of that?
That's true. Community trust is a big thing for a club like Ipswich. We're a family-based club. I mean, it's great to see so many families come here and young kids again. Towards the end of... I hate to say it, McCarthy years, less and less youngsters were coming because it was so boring football. Now, because we're top, we're starting to play attractive football, the youngsters are coming back, and this is what this club's always been about. I mean, when I was a kid, it was always about getting the youngsters in. We need
to keep that going, don't we? Yeah. What's going to say, one of those players that did reopen the community trust was Luke Wolfenden. Obviously, one of our own is played very consistently well since his start of the season. I haven't seen the squad today, and I know you've seen it, but can we just go into it and just say, look, if he was to keep his squad today, would you have any problems?
No, I've got no problems at all. And Wolfenden that you mentioned, I think he'll play for England. Yeah. He reminds me very much of Butcher, the way he is. He's learning his trade. And when Butcher first started off, he was very much like him. Put the ball in the air, he's got it. Yeah. And also his groundwork, he's such a tall lad, but he can get stuck in, making very important tackles. I think, when Ipswich get back up to the Premier League, he'll be a player that people will be looking at.
And that's something you can envisage, seeing Ipswich go all the way up?
Oh yeah, with the way we're doing, the momentum now, the way we're playing, he's got youngsters coming through, and we've got even more youngsters, the under-21s. And this is what this club has always been about. We're starting to bring the youngsters through. And it's great to see again for me, because that's what I'm used to.
Well, hopefully by Christmas, mate, a few more of those youngsters would have come in. But have a good time in South Africa, mate, and don't get too sunburnt, all right?
Keep in touch.
Yeah, we'll do it. Cheers. Right, we'll go over to Tom now and check out the squads. Come on. Right, yeah, Tom, so today we've got Donny Rovers, mate, but let's just firstly have a quick word about your week. You've been busy this week, haven't you?
Oh, mate, it's been horrific, man. I've never had a week like it in my life.
Well, just tell the guys a bit more about it.
Right, so what we're doing, we're starting up a supporters group for the women's team. Yeah. It's called Track the Girls on Tour. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's at TGOT 2019.
T-GOT, yeah? T-GOT 2019.
That's better to explain, innit? Do it like that, mate. But yeah, what we're aiming to do really is create an atmosphere at a women's game, get a buzz going, because there's nothing like it in the country for the women's game.
And we'll be down there this Sunday, won't we?
We'll be there every Sunday, mate, 100%, yeah. Get behind the girls, make a racket. We've got flags and that set up, so if you're free tomorrow, get down there.
Get down there, definitely. Right, so we're getting behind the girls, but let's get behind the boys today. Donny Rovers at home, what do you expect of them?
It's going to be a tough game. I mean, they're 7th in the league. Play 2 games less than all of us. 2 games they most probably would have won as well. Yeah. So basically, they should be top of the league. Yeah. Really, ideally. You can't underestimate teams like this. I mean, they play good football, got a good manager in Darren Moore. Yeah. Players like James Coppinger. I know he's about 3 times my age, but...
What, you 13?
I was about to say, yeah, I'm not 13. Don't worry about that, boys.
Yeah, I think they'll be a difficult opponent, but not the most difficult we played this season. I'd say Peterborough are probably up there with the best that we played against.
But we shouldn't worry, mate. I mean, we're we've got a better squad than anyone in this division. I keep saying it. So we should. They're coming in with fearing us. We ain't going to fear them.
No.
Obviously, we can stand here and talk about them being a good side, which they are for this division, but they should have nothing on us at all.
No. We've got loads of players coming back in, I envisage, and picking the squad's going to be tough for Paul Lambert. But if the players remain good and play exactly the way they're doing so far this season, he's going to have no trouble picking it, is he?
Well, no. I mean, if the 11 are playing the way they are, as they are, there's no move in that squad. I mean, I'd have that team every week, other than Toto coming in, because I love Toto. Yeah,
definitely. Right, so what are we going for then, mate? Have you got the squad?
I have got the squad, mate.
Thanks for all your match predictions again this week. I think we've gone for another record. I think it was 65-70 this week. My fingers are hurting from all the screenshotting I've done. But let's go through the squad then, mate.
Cool. So the team is, you've got Holy in goal. You've got back four of Kenlock, Chambers, Wolfenden and Vincent Young. Midfield four of Judge, Downs, Scouse and Edwards. And up top you've got Jackson, Norwood.
Yeah.
On the bench you've got Norris, Wilson, Nolan, Dazelle, Dobra, Georgiou and then Will Keane for the first appearance back.
Right, so we've got Will Keane on the bench and Dobra, who's made the bench as well after that impressive performance against Tottenham under-21s. Obviously Luton as well. But the same starting 11 that we've basically had for a while now. The only one that's potentially missing out from getting back in would have been Wilson. But Wolford and Chambers hold up the back four. What are we going to do today?
Well, just attack the game. You've got two brilliant strikers for this division.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't expect anything less than a win. I'm going to go a tight win though. I'm going to go 2-1 Town.
2-1 Town.
Yeah.
Who's going to be your key player today?
My key player is going to be... I'm going to go for Vincent Young.
Yeah.
I mean, the two performances he's had, he's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, he's a fullback that we've been missing for years. I mean, he just gets the ball and runs. It's brilliant. He's like a Premier League fullback. He just picks the ball up and runs. And you need that in modern day football. You need one who's going to be a bit more solid than the other, and you need a proper fullback who's just going to bomb down the line. And his service is brilliant. He can beat a man. Yeah, he could win us the game quite easily.
He sends a few players to early showers with those step overs, don't he?
Oh, 100%. I'll tell you what, they're long old legs he's got. He looks like he's got long old legs with the step overs. I'll tell you what, I'd be nowhere near it. I'd just run down the touchline, mate.
Yeah. So you're going for a 2-1 today?
2-1 Town.
I think I'll go for a 5-0. All right.
5-0.
Cheers,
Love that,
mate. Cheers. Right, yeah, so we're here with the Ipswich Lifesaving Club. Let's come over. David, how are you, mate? How are you feeling?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, good. Do you want to just give us a little insight in what you do?
So we're the Ipswich Lifesaving Club, and we're based at 4th Street Pool, which is just 5 minutes walk from here. And our aim is to teach children and adults the understanding of first aid, life-saving, CPR, aquatic rescue, self-survival, keeping people safe.
At what age do you start teaching this method?
Age 10 we take people on from, and in the club we've got people up to the age of in their 70s as well.
Brilliant. Is anyone available to show us a demonstration then? Look, you've got a number of lifesavers here.
Okay, yeah. Girls? Okay, Ruby, Hannah, Helen, do you want to have a go?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get down anyway.
Yeah,
Where?
Ruby will talk it through with you. Hannah, you got that one?
Right, so make sure you get a wide angle so you can see them all getting in there. So you're going to talk us through it, yeah? What's your name, sorry?
My name's Ruby.
Ruby, right. So Ruby, where do we start?
What you want to start with is you want to make sure they're alright. So you rub them on the shoulder and you ask if you're alright.
It doesn't look very well.
No. And then you tilt your head back and you see if they're breathing. So you go like this. And you need to count that for 10 seconds. And what you're listening for is breath on your cheek, and you want to make sure that their chest is going up and down.
Okay.
And if you can't see that, then first of all you just want to make sure that you call an ambulance, ask for a defibrillator. And then you will go and you undo this and you'll start CPR.
Yeah.
And so the best way to measure that you're doing it in the right position is you can see the sternum here and the collarbone. You measure halfway, and that's where you put your hand.
Okay.
So for an adult, you want to do 2 hands because it's obviously harder to push down. So then you do 30 of these.
Yeah.
And once you've done 30 of those, you want to do 2 rescue breaths.
Yeah.
So you tilt the head back, you pinch the nose, and you breathe into their mouth. And you just continue that. And if after a minute no one's come to help you, then you would go and get help.
Okay.
And then,
So have you had any actual genuine experience where you've had to use CPR?
No, thankfully. I've done competitions, but I've never actually had to
At
help.
least you're prepared. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what would you say to people out there to try and get prepared? Obviously, not everyone knows CPR, so what would you say to them?
I'd say probably just do chest compressions even if you don't know about the rescue breaths and everything, because even doing a little bit will help them to survive more than doing nothing.
Brilliant. It's a brilliant job you're doing, and thanks to everyone for coming along today, but cheers for that, all right? Cheers, Dave.
Vincent Young. Here we go.
What do you make of that first half, mate?
Well, brilliant, mate. Back to last season, I think. Not the best. Kenlock's having the best of games.
It's the second time you said that this year.
I know. It ain't good, mate. We need to be consistent. If we're going to win, you need to be consistent. Yeah. And I think we're lacking it at the moment.
Who, from that first half, do you have to pick on?
I'd say Edwards. Just all down that left side, really. I think they know it's a weakness, so they're just attacking it.
Yeah.
But I think Kenlock's struggling, but Edwards ain't getting back to help him. So.
Who do you think we can bring on that can make make some kind of headway in the second half?
Like to see Georgiou come on.
Yeah.
Edwards off him on. Just a player that runs at them.
Yeah.
Just someone to take the game to them.
I think this is the kind of game you bring on a player like Dober as well.
Yeah, definitely. Young player, just let him run around. Yeah. Let him have free rein and just cause havoc. They won't know a lot about him. So I think that'd be a good option to bring him on.
What do you make of Doncaster coming down here? They played some good football in the first half, but not really had a punch, have they?
No, they haven't. No, they're chance, had everyone worried, but Holy pulled it out of the bag. They're not looked a bad side. You can see why they're unbeaten if they're playing like that.
Holy's made a couple of decent saves, but the thing is, when you get those chances, you can't in this league. You can't only get a second chance to recover, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to take any chance you get. It's just got to be a goal in this league, really. You just don't have a chance of it. A second chance. It's just no need.
What do you reckon, then, mate? Full-time score?
2-0 Town, I say.
You're always right. Anyway, come on. Right, yeah, so boys, 0-0 draw. That was the most boring draw I've seen in a long time. When was the last time we drew 0-0?
Well, that been under Mick McCarthy, weren't it? We couldn't keep a clean sheet last season under Hurst.
What did you make of that performance, Will?
Rubbish. No one really looked like they were doing anything. There were a couple of decent performances. Wolfenden was good at the back. Kane Vincent-Young had a couple of good runs at times, but there was nothing really there. The midfield, Downs, I didn't think was as commanding in the midfield.
I don't agree. I don't agree with the fact that Downs got taken off.
No, nor do I. I mean, I've got to single out Grant Edwards and Alan Judge. They had a shitter today, I'm afraid.
Most ineffective wingers I think this club has had. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think, considering what we've seen from Dobra, who was left on the bench, he's someone who could have come on and changed the game. Di Maria did well when he came on. He looked all right, but
I don't agree with that. Look, I will say that those changes were tactical. He had to bring on Keane because we weren't winning anything in the air up front. But Norwood had 2 or 3 chances to score a goal today, didn't he? What do you make of that?
See, this is probably the worst performance Norwood's had all season. That one at the end, he should have put that in the back of the net.
Yeah.
That should have gone in. I don't know what he was doing, but until Keane came on, I mean, Jackson done nothing in my opinion.
No.
But Keane, he came on, he tried his best, so that's all we asked really. But it was awful. It's the worst performance.
It wasn't really Jackson's type of game. It was very, for us, there was a lot of long ball, a lot of aerial play, and Jackson's not an aerial player, so it's never really his sort of game to play in, really.
It's the worst performance I've seen in a long time, and I witnessed last season.
You've got to argue at the same time, these are a very good side. We said it before, they are a good side. And literally, after that performance, I'll take a point. Give me that point.
Good side with no threat up front, that's my opinion. Dean, what did you make of that game?
Very disappointed, but they're a half-decent side. Take the point, boys, and move on. That's all I'm saying. We didn't play very well, did we? We weren't at our best, but they played well. teams are going to come down here and really, they're going to raise the game, but we'll take a point, boys. Move on. Don't worry about it.
Do you think we were lacklustre because we had a week off?
I'm waiting for Twitter to erupt, going, we should have played the Matchday game because well, it's just like, it doesn't matter, boys are rusty today. We've got 2 opportunities this week to make it right, and we're going to go back to the top of the league, so don't worry about it.
Where are we in the league?
We're now second. We're currently second, Peter. Just behind Coventry. Oh, go away, Peter! I'm not having that.
No, he wasn't.
No, Wolfenden was. Who was man of the match, boys?
No one even touched Wolfenden. Now,
I think Vincent Young.
Vincent Young.
Got to be Wolf. Can't be Scoot.
No one's saying Scoose, mate. Come on, give us a genuine.
No, seriously though, when Scouse has a good game, that is the problem. Nobody is up in the game. Wolf had a good game at the back. We couldn't get anything going to the forward line. The wingers were very poor today. Kenlock didn't have a very good game. But Doncaster are a strong side. They're going to be there or thereabouts.
Hats off to them, and I'll take that. Good point. Because as a team, they work really well. They're really effective. They win every second ball, every time that ball comes over. But watertight. That's a good point. But let's take the 0-0. We've got Tuesday coming up. Tomorrow we've got Ipswich Women's, obviously at the Gold Star Ground again. Who have they got this week?
AFC Sudbury at home.
AFC Sudbury in the Cup. Yeah, I remember that now. Make sure you get down there, give them your support. In the meantime, Tuesday night we've got MK Dons coming as well.
Looking at me for the fixtures.
He's at every game. Look, it reminds me. And then where are we recording this week? I can't remember. Where are we recording this week? The 12th man.
Brantford Ball, they've got a special pizza deal on as
well. Brantford Ball on Wednesday night. Come down and watch the 12th man.
Isn't that bad? He's in charge of all this. He doesn't even know what's going on.
Don't listen to him. Anyway, until then, come on, you Blues!